Hey, what's going on, guys? It is officially now Halloween season, and with it being that time, gotta review Halloween movies, right? So the first one I want to do, it's part of the Conjuring franchise. So I'm here to review The Nun. I've seen all the Conjuring movies. I had not seen these before, and so I saw the first one on HBO Max, which is where you could watch the first one now, and then I saw the second one in theaters. I liked the Conjuring movies. The Nun one, not so much. For me, there's too much padding to something that isn't that interesting in the first place. You are trying to make a movie based off of a character from another film, and they do everything in their power in the first Nun to not touch up on the Nun at all. There's way too many characters in the first one. The first two acts is a lot of just nonsense you do not care about. Way too many side stories about their lives that don't even have anything to do with the story premise that the movie's taking place in. It's dumb crap like, oh yeah, I was a truck driver when I was young, and I broke my leg when I was driving my truck, and I couldn't drive anymore. It's like, I don't give a shit. And I'm thinking, oh, this movie might get better. The first act's pretty rough. It doesn't get better. The third act finally gets to the Nun, and then it's way too Hollywoodish. That term is like cotton candy to me, and cotton candy to me is very flashy and in your face. And when they finally show the Nun, she's like stretching her whole face out and making these loud screeching noises with all these vibrant colors of this portal behind her, and I just thought it got a little ridiculous. There was no tension to her previous to this scene. It was just a lot of jump scares that you were expecting, so you had no tension in the film. You knew it was coming, and when it finally did, you're like, yeah, I've been expecting that for about 45 seconds now. And it just didn't have any of that spice that The Conjuring did. There was no really creativity in this. This really was just a cash grab. And it's not very interesting. It's quite boring most of the time. The jump scares aren't good. When the Nun does show up, you expect these jump scares to happen. And they're so quick and irrelevant. You just start to get exhausted watching the movie more and more. When they finally get to the Nun, all this other stuff has kind of worn you down, and you're just disinterested at this point. I don't know a lot of people that liked the first Nun, and a lot of reviews I've seen of it, people kind of felt the same way I do. So I personally would not recommend the first Nun. It's not what you want it to be, and that was the problem with the whole film. I'm going to grade the Nun a C-. So that's my review for the Nun. I have more reviews coming up. It is the season of Halloween, which is my favorite holiday. So I'm going to be reviewing horror movies all month long. So come join me for those reviews. Enjoy the show, and I'm going to catch you guys on my next review. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.